He placed one hand gently on the dying deer, and reached out with the other and grabbed the police officer. In an instant, a surge of energy through both of them. The next second, the officer everything the deer was feeling. He screamed in agony and dropped to the ground, convulsing. The pain of dying flooded his senses, raw, unbearable. This was Reed's fourth supernatural ability, emotional transfer. The officer yanked his hand away, gasping like he'd been tortured for days. As the conduit, Reed the same pain. All he showed was compassion. They changed the officer forever. He never went hunting again. When the sheriff heard what happened, he came to Reed with a request. His wife had been paralyzed for years. She couldn't speak or move. Now, she said her time was almost up. She was suffering every second, but something kept her from letting go. The sheriff was desperate to know why. He asked Reed to help. Reed stood quietly by the woman's bedside. He laid his hand softly on her forehead and closed his eyes and listened to her soul. What kept her holding on was their son. The unresolved tension between father and son weighed heavily on her heart. She couldn't leave with that regret. Hearing this, the sheriff took her hand. Through Reed's ability, he spoke to her one final time, promised to mend their broken bond. Her heart eased, and she passed away gently. When the son heard the news, he rushed home. But this time, he didn't face silence or distance. He was met with his father's embrace. Finally reconciled. The moment was so full of warmth. It stirred something deep inside Reed. It reminded him of his own lonely childhood, of all the things he never had. Now, he walked aimlessly through the streets, while the townspeople watched from a distance, afraid of the man who could feel too much.